For entertainment purposes only.
You will know that black people with the darkest black skin are the only humans on earth to possess 100% of a human's DNA. Everybody else have some animal and beast in them. That's why their hair don't grow like our hair. That's why their hair grows straight like a monkey. It goes straight like a dog. It goes straight like a sheep. They don't nap. It don't kink. It don't kank. It don't kink. It don't kank. So if you think I'm lying, just study science. Science will prove that black skin, the darker your skin is, the blacker you are, that is evidence that you are 100% human. The lighter your skin are, you ain't 100%, baby. You ain't 100%, baby. That's why they needed the nigga slave. The white boy can't stand in that sun like that nigga could. That's what made the nigga slave the baddest. They had never seen nobody that can go out and take on the sun the way the niggas took on the sun. They ain't never seen that. They ain't never seen a human that can go stand out in that goddamn sun and take a beating from that sun and get strong from the sun. See, the sun make black people stronger. We get human strength, superhuman strength from the sun. Nigga, we are sun people. We come from the sun. So the sun's radiance is what gives us the energy. It connects us directly to God. That's why the white boy like to put you in solitary confinement where you can't see the sun. If you do something bad enough to the white man, he'll take you from the sun, nigga. Hadn't you noticed that? He don't give a damn about taking you from your family. He want to take you from the sun because your power lies in the sun. That's why they regulate recess now. The white boy realize we can't let black kids have recess outside every day. They gonna become too genius. That's how they replenish, is in the sun, playing in the sun. So what they did, they gave us video games to get us out the sun, to be in the house. Now all black people running from the sun. Man, it's too hot outside. Man, it's hot out there. Man, it's too hot outside. Man, it's hot out there. Man, I'm finna date. Black people are running from who they are, the sun. So they inside all day long in the air conditioner, getting weak.
I have as a prosecutor is that with a swipe of my pen, I can charge someone with a misdemeanor, the lowest level offense possible. And by virtue of that swipe of my pen, you will have to go to a courthouse and stand in line. You will have to come out of pocket and hire an attorney. You may get arrested for a few hours. You will be embarrassed in your community. You will miss time from coming onto the Google campus, all because with the swipe of my pen, I've charged you with a crime, which I may choose to dismiss 2 weeks later. It's an incredible amount of power.
Christian by degrees, Masonic religion revealed in the light of the faith in Jehovah, testament for a new world, given to us being the 7 books containing essential spiritual wisdom, given to us by the Knights Templars. The table of contents reveals the Book of Jehovah and the Book of Jehovah's Kingdom on Earth, Jehovah's Kingdom on Earth with the Knights Templar emblem. We see that Jehovah's Kingdom on Earth is nothing more than a Masonic kingdom, like the British United Kingdom. Jehovah's Witnesses, along with the Mormon Friends, Seventh-day Adventists, and as we said, all the other York Rite Masonic cults in America are spreading. They are the shock troops, so to speak, for Freemasonry to take the message of the kingdom to the rest of us in this nation to accept their Masonic kingdom. And they, unbeknownst to themselves, are the forerunners for a new world order that they have no idea in this world is coming.
Mestizaje, As a result, this ideology of mixing has been used for centuries to deny the presence of Black and indigenous people throughout the region. The white elites came up with a plan to systemically, physically, and culturally wipe out Black people. How did the region do it? Mass white European immigration while banning the immigration of non-whites. Welcome to the Blancamiento and Brancamiento period, which literally mean to whiten. The goal was for future generations to no longer have visibly Black and indigenous people, so that the national identities in these new nations would be associated with whiteness. In this period, elites aimed to make Black people disappear through their gradual absorption into the white race. Over 10 million European immigrants settled in Latin America between 1880 and 1930, with 90% of them going to Argentina, Uruguay, Cuba, and Brazil. Brazil even went as far as to pay for transportation costs from Europe and passed a law making European immigrants automatic citizens as soon as they arrived. European immigrants were given preference over Black people in jobs, housing, and education, and the impacts of this are still felt today. Today, over 78% of Afro-Brazilians live below the poverty line. There have been many attempts to resist the relentless oppression of Black people in Latin America. In Brazil, the Unified Black Movement has challenged racial and class discrimination since the 70s. And in Colombia, Francia Marquez has led the battle for Afro-Colombian land rights since she was 15. She gave a voice to people who didn't feel represented by the white elites who ruled Colombia for centuries. And in 2022, she was elected Colombia's first Black vice president.
Después de 214 años, logramos un gobierno del pueblo, el gobierno de los nadies y las nadies de Colombia.
So the policies aimed at erasing Black people from society failed, but they successfully created many obstacles that prevented Afro-descendants from accessing land, education, and the labor market. And that's why you can't talk about the current conditions of Black people in Latin America without acknowledging the centuries of discrimination, racism, and oppression. Dash says that in order for
Why would you kill off the natives to bring slaves from across an ocean when you could have turned the natives into slaves? Especially when most slaves in human history were prisoners of war. Why would a people steal people they don't like from Africa, free them, just to oppress them forever just because they're brown skinned? Why didn't the US government deport Black Americans after they freed the slaves? Mexicans can be deported, but not the non-native Black Americans you hate. If Native Americans were actually native, why didn't they fight for their rights on their own land during the civil rights movements with Malcolm X, the Black Panthers, and Martin Luther King? Why didn't Native American leaders step up to be assassinated fighting for their rights on land that was stolen from them by the government? Why, for the past 500 years, the biggest enemy of the US has been its own Black American civilians and no one else? Why did the CIA cause the crack epidemic in the Black community and no other communities? Why was the police created to catch only Black slave runaways when there were other races enslaved along with Black people? How does a small minority of a few thousand poor farmers from Europe have both the manpower and resources to enslave tens of millions of Africans, bring them to the Americas while simultaneously committing genocide against Indians, Mayans, Aztecs, Incas, Caribbeans, and the entire South America, colonizing Africa and fighting Africans all at once? If you believed your homeland was somewhere else, would you have a desire to overthrow the people in power? If all you have to be proud of is 500-year-old slave history, assassinated Black leaders, and rap music, would you have anything to amount to? All this chaos is because of skin tone, right?